Good morning everybody, Nathan here, also known as Anunnaki Cover. And I know I'm a little late to the party, but here's another video about Resident Evil Biohazard's Dirty Coin.
Welcome to the family, son.
Now I played the shit out of this game when it came out, and I've got the bad ending, which is this one we're looking at now. And yeah, it was pretty bad, but also very enjoyable at the same time.
Come on.
I also got the infected ending, which was also very good. And then a few days back I started hearing things on the internet about a dirty coin. Now, I'd look at some things and read some things on Reddit, so I'd like to say a big thanks to all those people who posted, because I did need that help. And the reason I'm making this video is because some of my friends,
Boy, you are nothing. Just a man without a family.
I've seen the videos which I watched and they still can't get it. I don't know why, but they can't. So I'm trying to make a more simpler, concise video for everyone to watch. You've still got about 10 days to go before the main game comes out. So if you haven't got the dirty coin, here's a chance to get it. So without further ado, let's get to it.
Your hand. Go with us. Ow! Keep still. Damn it.
Right, here we go. So from awakening from being knocked out, we find this note. I shall smash them against the stones. Pretty self-explanatory really, that one, because the only stones in the room is the stone fireplace. So we'll have a look there, see this little lever and give it a good tug, which opens up the little panel in the wall. And from inside there we can find the fuse. Creepy cockroaches, yeah. So right, now that we've got the fuse plugged in, that will open up the steps to the attic. But before we actually go up there, I want to collect the notebook and then run all the way back in the opposite direction and get the dummy finger. because we'll be needing those items momentarily. Right, we can now come up and activate the attic steps. I wish mine worked like that. I have to go up, you know, a normal ladder to get to my loft, attic. But anyway. Right, in here we'll just get the basement key because we'll be needing that shortly. And then we want to look at this wall over here. But first, this is the door that we're trying to open. That's where the dirty coin is. But right, this wall here, if we look at it, we can get a little message. 5 guests murdered, but where is unknown, nothing to point to their final gravestones. But behind the TV, there's the mannequin hand. And now we've got the mannequin hand, we can combine it with the dummy finger. And that technically becomes our little pointy stick to point at the murder victims. Now also, you heard that little giggle. We need, I think, 5 of those giggles in all, because each time you get a giggle, you get a clue to where the murder site is. So if we go to our little book, we shall now have some text in there. Grace will not wake when the clock makes its chime. Her covers are heavy and it's her last bedtime. Right, so what we need to do basically there is find a clock, which thankfully are just down the bottom of these steps. And if we look at that fallen bookcase, whatever it is, that looks quite heavy. So we'll get our finger out and point it at that. Right, so that's our first murder down. We've found where Grace died. So now we'd need to get the second giggle in order to get the second clue. Which, you know, must have took somebody a lot of time, because I don't know how they found it. It seems completely random to me. There's nothing to say it's where it is. But before we actually go there, we do need to get the bolt cutters and the video. Because if you go to where the giggle is without the bolt cutters and the video, you still don't get the giggle. You need those items first. And that's where a couple of my friends have like fucked up basically. They didn't realise that you needed those items. You know, not their fault, but the guy who made the video's fault that they were watching. It doesn't explain it properly. So we come around this corner and it's this light here that gives us a giggle, which, you know, there's nothing to tell you to go there or anything. You've just got to wander around. Anyway, Phil's tucked in tight on his cold stiff bed. He's having sweet dreams of not being dead. Good for Phil. So the only place where the dead are, we know of from our previous playthroughs, is the basement. So now we're going down into the basement. Now this is where you will either die or get infected or manage to escape. There are also 2 items we need from the basement. One is the valve handle and the other is the attic window key. Now I know where these items are, so I'm going to go straight to them. I also know that I run the risk of being killed. So after I pick up the valve handle, I go back to the door, which is locked, and then I run straight to the attic key, pick that up, manage to get myself past the monster, and kick down the door and get out. Now I say, the monster in there, if you can't get past him, you can kick one of the bodies at him to knock him down, and then kick down the door to get out. But if you do get bitten, you do get infected. and if you get bitten repeatedly, you will die. Right, so here's our second murder victim that we're pointing our pointy stick hand at, and that's Phil's body right there. Phil has not been dead. And also, before I came back through the door, you would have noticed I picked up the lockpick, which we'll be using shortly. But just to add, once you actually have picked up those two items, the valve handle and the attic window key, the monster will not respawn. So it's perfectly safe to go back in there. So now we'll attach the valve handle, we'll get the gun, get some bullets. And then we'll go and use the lockpick and get an axe, and then go looking for our third giggle, which again I don't know how people found this one, apart from randomly hitting things with it or shooting things with the gun. But the third giggle, you have to hit this picture, and then that will give us our next clue. Stanley was told to go hide and they'd seek, but they wouldn't let him out no matter how much he shrieked. Now I suppose people went around just pointing at things where you could hide really, you know, doors, whatever. But thanks to Red Edit, it's this door here, right under the stairs. And then as we come out, we've got to look into this mirror and then do a quick 180 turn to get the giggle. Now to get the 180 on the Xbox, it's pull back on the left thumbstick and push B at the same time. On the PlayStation, it's pull back on the left thumbstick and press circle. Marlene was so proud of her white and blue necklace, it made her feel tall and left her quite breathless. Right, so Marlene hung herself, I would imagine. Well, that's what that's alluding to. And the tallest place in the house would be the attic. So if we go back up there now, and look in this corner here, we'll see some white and blue wires. Right, I'll just pick up those bullets whilst I'm here, and if we come around here and have a quick look at the door, we'll see it's got 4 bloody handprints on it, so we need one more before it'll open. But now we have to go back and watch the video, and hopefully whilst we're watching it we'll see a ghost, because there are actually 7 ghosts in the video. They pop up rather quickly, and you might notice one, you might not. But we have to keep trying until we see a ghost. So right, this part of the game can be a complete pain in the arse, because you might have to rewatch the video multiple times before you actually see a ghost.
Boo! Where did you find this guy?
Give me a break, Pete.
Hey, I only work with professionals. Speaking of which, make sure the sound is right this time. I don't want a repeat of Amarillo.
That was 2 fucking years ago.
I don't do ADR. This new guy, I'm not feeling it.
Again?
Just don't be surprised if we have to make a change. New plan. We do a walkthrough of the inside first, then we shoot the intro.
Just like we always do. Just try to say the show's name this time, okay?
No problem. Tonight on Sewer Gators, another worthless fucking shithole. Happy?
Ecstatic.
Right, the first ghost you could see would be here, to the left of the door.
Are we rolling?
I haven't got one here, but
All right, let's
there's
go.
supposed to be one here.
Get out of the way.
It's locked.
After you.
So, why are we in hell this time?
For prep?
What's the prep? Shitty house, spooky
The second
sound.
ghost
Ooh, is
will
it
be
haunted?
very soon, and I do get this one, so you'll see it as well.
Fuck me. I was an anchor, you know?
Weekend sub, Pete. Not anchor.
What's that?
There she is.
Nothing.
So that's my ghost.
What's the story, Andre?
Abandoned farmhouse, missing family, foul play suspected. The usual.
How long did you say this place has been abandoned?
3 years.
Clancy, get a
The
shot of
third
this.
ghost you could
Make a
possibly
great
see
cutaway.
is in the window next to the
So,
microwave. And I think I just
Hillbilly
missed
Joe
it
and his
here.
family go missing.
Not hillbillies, the Bakers. Jack and
I
Marguerite
think it
Baker.
just ducked down as I turned
They were
my camera.
quiet, not backward. A lot of bad rumors about their son, Lucas. Bad seed, apparently.
Ah, shit! I know I should have worn my good shoes. Oh, shit. Glad I had my shots. Although, this would make a great backdrop. Andre, what do you think? Andre?
Right,
Andre!
the fourth ghost you could possibly
Andre!
see is in the
Clancy, you see where Andre went?
ceiling just above the door. She sort of bobs down now and again.
Where is he?
And the fifth will be
Unfucking-believable.
standing on the stairs.
This is the last time I
So-
work with that guy. I mean, producers, they come and go, but a good cameraman like you, Clancy, you stick with me.
The sixth could possibly be in this room here to the right.
What the fuck was that? Did you hear that? Andre? Where the fuck is he?
He's gone.
Andre, where are you, man?
Now you see, if you watch the video in the first episode, this is how you find out
What the hell?
about the lever if you don't get the quote about the stones being the stone
You
fireplace.
gotta be fucking kidding me. All right, new deal. We find Andre and we go. I mean, fuck this show. You first.
Oh no.
Need a nice hero shot of me coming down the ladder. So, you first.
Damn, things we do for these people. Right, and the seventh ghost should be down here.
What do you
You
see?
turn around and look
What
at
is it?
Andre. But I didn't get that one either. Right, so now I don't know how people got this apart from running around for hours looking at things or doing things, but now we have to go back down into the basement once more and look at a doll, and that should give us another giggle. If you don't get a giggle from the doll, that means you've got to come back up here and watch the video again and repeat the process until you do get the doll to giggle. Right, but I got the giggle there, and so that gives us our next clue. Now sadly I forgot to have a look at the book, you know, because I'm playing the game, I know where to go to, and I just forgot to look at the book. I apologise. But anyway, we're off to the kitchen. Timmy did not mind the harsh light of 4 suns. Eyes require heads, and he did not have one. So 4 suns. It's the cooker. They cooked him. So poor Timmy is in this pot, or at least his head's in this pot. Right, so we've solved the murders, so let's go and see if we can get in the door, and hopefully we can. You know, I enjoyed it. I think it's been well done. Some of the clues were okay and some, you know, difficult to find without hours of running around, but there it is. You're the best ever. And there's my coin, which you can use in the main game. If you keep this save file, it should cross over. But anyway, before I left via the window, I came and had a look at these, the helicopter, and while they're watching us from the helicopter, and a look at the phone. Because I actually heard that you should get a Ada Wong talking to you at some point. I don't know how to get that yet though, but I shall carry on experimenting and see if I do get it. But yeah, it's very good. Alright, let's leave, and we should get the true ending because we haven't got infected or anything. And we've got the dirty coin. Right, so I hope this has helped some people if you haven't got the dirty coin as of yet. You've still got about 10 days to get it. And as I said before, hopefully it helps. Anyway, stay classy out there, and I'll be putting up some Resident Evil videos from the 24th onwards, because I've pre-ordered. And I hope my commentary hasn't been too annoying for people, because I don't normally comment much in my videos. But this one actually needed it, so... Anyway, peace, laters.